Hey guys, okay, so I just got in the shower, my phone went off while I was in the shower. Get out, check my message, and it's a message from Joe. And my heart just sank. I think I really screwed up. And this could be the very last podcast. So I'm gonna let you hear the message and then we'll talk about it. So here goes Joe's message this morning to me after he listened to the podcast.
Well, I've been sitting here thinking about this all night last night, and I came down this morning in my rocket room that I spent way too much money on. So I watched your podcast. Boy, you just screwed the hell up now, didn't you? Guru Brando. The Mister that was a Mrs. The Texas Tragedy. The Bearded Charmer. Nope, the one complete buck up, aren't you? Why'd you have to post them pictures on the podcast and have to embarrass my ass? Not a smart move, mister with a sister, brother from another mother. So you want to sit there and embarrass my ass. Well, here I got something for you. There will be no more future introductions of me doing it, and I will not be appearing on your podcast anymore. You're not going to embarrass my ass anymore. I knew I should not have trusted you. I've been down this road before. But no, I'll give it one more try. And look what happened. You embarrassed the hell out of me. Aren't you so proud of yourself? I hope you are, because you just got me all screwed up again. That's why I always say, don't trust nobody, trust family. So like I said, no more introductions, no more appearing on your podcast. I'm done. Go enjoy your life. Go do whatever the hell you want. Mister with a sister, sister with a mister. The Texas Tragedy. Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan. That ship just sank, brother. You caused it. Bye. Forever. You ain't gonna see me no more.
If I can't talk Joe down from the edge, then this indeed is it, the final podcast with Joe in it and Joe's intro. So in honor of that, here is Joe's intro, and I hope it's not the last one. But if it is, thanks for the memories, Joe. Sorry, brother.
Good evening, fellow viewers. The discussions are real. The laughter's for healing. Open that box of chocolates. Grab an ice cream cone. It is time to sit back and enjoy the positively entertaining fun with our shrimp boat captain, our evening host, the Bearded Charmer, one, the only, the Guru Brando Show.
And I dressed up for you.
You wore tux.
I did wear a tux.
You wore a
and
tux.
I don't dress up for just all my clients. So, just so you know.
Haha, hear that, Joe? He dressed up for me.
That's right, I don't ever dress up for Joe. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll dress up for Joe today. Because we are doing something evil. So, here's the deal. Because we're talking about bad habits, one of those bad habits that we have is trying to get one over on our siblings. And so this is what we have planned. Joe is planning to do the podcast with us this afternoon, but this is her podcast. Now, April Fools, we're going to post Joe's podcast with her. But today, this week, on Wednesday, the 31st, right? So the day before.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, this one is going to post because today's Monday, so he'll have no idea. and we're going to continue to talk a little crap about Joe, and then we're going to record with him and tell him all about this. Now, this is going to get cut out, and this is going to be put on Joe's.
Nice.
So this isn't going to be part of yours. Okay. Now, all right, listeners, thank you so much, and thank you. I really appreciate you coming in early and doing all this crap and deceiving your brother. It's pretty great. Hear the original Team Goobers episode now. Team Goobers, apparently, and I have my third eye here that Beth drew on for me because I have an issue, aside from y'all.
Uh-oh.
I have a problem self-soothing like this. And so I sit here and I stress and I self-soothe. And I put a hole in my skin like a little blister from rubbing it, friction burn.
You sure that's not from Beth from having too much fun?
No, I wish it was.
Okay.
That's other injuries. We won't go that far.
Yeah, we ain't going that far.
But in all reality, I want to talk today a little bit about things that make us tick. Like the whole goat thing. You know, and this... Oh, I need to move... Did you just sneeze on me? Was that a COVID cough? You see my
Where's
hair?
your mask at?
Yeah. Where's your mask? Do you need a Sacred Gross mask? I have one. Oh my gosh, he is the sweetest little booger ever in this world. And I can say that because I'm a judge of boogers. I have 4 of them. All right. Now move all this crap. Can we see everybody? Can we see Joe's little thing there? And I don't have music going this time. Oh, I need to turn that. Oh, it is off. Okay.
I got my Forrest Gump on.
Got your Forrest Gump on. Oh, jeez. I do need a shirt that says that. Shit happens. With the smiley face.
I should have brought my
Yeah,
cup.
there you go. Shit happens.
Well, you had a shit happens cup?
No, I have. I sprinkled this shit like confetti.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, this shirt makes me look really fat. No, my belly does.
But hey, where's the O at? Is the O on your belly button?
No, my belly button's all the way down here. I had to, like, feel around for it. Did you see that? I don't know where the new belly button is.
You know, I did that, and I can't do it.
My old one's right here.
Yeah, but Brian was...
I can actually feel the little divot where it used to be. It's weird. I'm just strange like that.
There you go.
I'm a pro at weirdness.
Perfect match.
Right?
There you go.
Okay, so these weird triggers that we have, like, or these weird little things that we have. I do this whenever I'm stressed. So I rub right here, and so now I have to wear this ridiculous thing. I was just telling Joe that when I was talking to the guy that was spraying, I forgot that I had this thing on, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to him, and then it occurs to me because he's just like solemn the whole time. And I was like, oh, I said, you know what? You're probably looking at this third eye thing, right? And he just kind of looked at me and I said, yeah, I'm doing this podcast and I'm covering this nasty sore that I have. And he's like, ah. And so there was nothing else said about it. Well, I asked Joe, would you say something? If he were the pest guy, the sprayer guy, and I was sitting there talking to him, would he say something? Would you?
No.
Would you ask me at all? Would you say, hey, dude, what's with the third eye?
No. If it was Joe, maybe.
I am like literally the only person that would find it super interesting if someone else had a third eye sticker. Maybe because that's what interests me. Now, what if it were a goat? If they had a Band-Aid with a goat on it, would you ask about it?
No, I'd actually say, where'd you get them?
But you would still talk to him about it, right?
Like, ooh, where'd you get
You
those?
would do that if it were Rockets or Mario. You'd be like, oh, cool Band-Aid, right?
Possibility, yes.
So you see, it's all about interest. So how do we make ourselves interesting? We do shit like this or wear shirts like this, right? We all 3 have interesting shirts. If we go into town like this, people are going to go, what's their angle? They all are wearing shirts that have graphics on them that say names. We're all 3 obviously hanging out together. So they want to know, you know, it's interesting. People don't see 2 short dudes hanging out with a goat herder very often.
That's true.
And a goat.
2 bearded charmers.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we're interesting. If we all went out together, I would talk to us. Wouldn't you, Joe?
Maybe.
Would you talk to Would you talk to yourself if you were in public and you saw yourself? Would you be like, that dude looks interesting, I'm going to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, would you? Would you talk to yourself?
Yeah.
I would not talk to
I
myself.
talk to myself all the time. Just nobody answers, so that's a good point.
Oh, see, I always answer.
Not me.
So which one which one's healthier, the one that answers or the one that doesn't?
I would say the one that doesn't.
Because then they didn't hear
Because you could be answering yourself and give you the wrong information.
Maybe it's all about faith.
Well, I'm
And
screwed.
just trust it where that. Just trust. You have faith in me.
Well, that's true.
See, so you got faith in something, even if it's just me for a moment. You at least have faith that I have your best interest at heart, right?
Yeah, I just don't get too overwhelmed with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes, whenever you start feeling like somebody has an angle, you know, like if someone's trying to manipulate you, is that when you get triggered and you're like,
Not really.
You just shut down
Yeah.
instead.
I just kind of shut down and go my own way and do my own thing.
So what do you do? I have to remember to look at you through here so other people can see my beautiful third eye. So what do you do? Do you shut down or do you get busy?
I get busy.
Yeah. So you're more on the depression end and you're more on the anxious end?
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate, Joe, do you think?
Yeah. She's almost like Karen. You know, if she gets mad or upset, you know, well, it's not really a woman thing, but she always constantly start cleaning. You know, Kristen's always. I could tell when Kristen's upset or mad because then ask, "What are you doing?" Cleaning house.
You know what? It might be a woman thing. I have a lot of women tendencies because I do have that duality. I always obsessed about the cleanliness too.
And I talked to her the next day. It's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm cleaning it again." "Oh, you must be stressed." "Yep."
Okay, but you see that we use that as a crutch. That gives us an excuse to do something that we want to do. So sometimes we'll make ourselves upset so we'll get in a cleaning mood. We just don't know that we're doing it, but it's our cycle. Kind of like whenever you want an excuse to hide from people, you think about things that are depressing. You don't know that you're doing it, but it happens. Because in that moment, you want to just get the hell away from people because they're annoying or this is happening or that's happening. And so you're like, the only way to avoid this situation is just to be by myself. So then you go and you be by yourself, and then you start to think about shit that you shouldn't think about.
Yep.
That's the vicious cycle. And you do the other thing. You do that thing that I just talked about. You get overwhelmed by other people's responsibilities because you over control the situation. That's anxiety. It's the same thing I have. You know, mine's just extreme to where then you couple in these stupid obsessive thoughts about crap. I have all this stuff in my seat and I don't know why. Here we go. That's better. That's better. I think I had the blanket here for the goat, but then I realized it's my favorite blanket and I don't want the goat to touch it. He might eat it. Okay, so sorry, listeners. We're playing with the goat and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So whenever, like my example, I have a physical manifestation of my stress. Do you have a physical manifestation of yours? Like, how would I know Joe was stressed?
Just gotta, if you would have to just learn my body postures and.
Your body
So
language?
it's just about your body language.
Right.
Right. Nobody else, unless I told them, like I just told y'all, nobody else would know why I had this Band-Aid on. You know, or if they saw my face tore up right there, they wouldn't know what it was from, right? And they probably wouldn't ask, just like y'all wouldn't ask. What happens if we see something like that, something that they may be insecure about, and you actually mention it? Do you think it makes the person feel better or worse? If someone called you out on your body posture.
I think it can go both ways.
How would it go for you?
I think
kind of get offensive.
Yeah, probably.
So if I walked up to you and said, "Man, Joe, it looks like you're having a rough time. Your head's hung down and you're kind of slumped a little bit. You're moving a little bit slower than usual. Is there something wrong?" Would that offend you?
No, because it always depends with me because the way I sit, because of my back issue, you know.
Me too. I'm always looking for
I'm
that
always
adjustment.
leaning, you know,
Yeah.
and everybody think, "Man, what's wrong with you? You upset and you mad?" No, I just got this back issue and I'm just trying to get in my position to feel better.
You know, you and I both have the same tell. If you watch our podcast together, do you know what it is? Do you know what Joe and I, what our tells are when we're uncomfortable?
I could see him moving around.
Okay, but see, that's your assessment. Sometimes I do the same thing. It's not I'm uncomfortable because the subject, my back gets uncomfortable. So sometimes he does that. But what's like a dead giveaway tell when we were both doing it? And I bet you don't notice it because he's always done it. Just like I bet Beth doesn't notice it because I've always done it.
What's that?
We both do that. If you watch our
Oh,
podcast, it's
yeah.
almost in
Yeah.
sequence because we're talking about hard crap. And for the listeners who don't bother to view us, what I did was took off my hat, stroked my head, and put my hat back on. Watch our previous.
Don't be doing that too many times. That'll get me excited.
But and you know it shows my hair. Look at that. Look how long and bald it is. That makes no sense. I'm gonna be like Gallagher.
Oh man, you're gonna blind the viewers.
And just for the record,
Wait a minute.
I got
Okay.
a wonderful text this morning from your sister, and it happened to be a picture. So that picture was Blackbeard Joe.
Oh great, here we go.
Dude, that is the funniest picture. Oh my god.
Boy, yeah.
And she sent me the beardless Joe. Please don't ever shave your beard. You look like you're 12.
I like him like this. I didn't like that. Hey, smile face went gone.
You like him how? With a beard?
I like him better with a beard.
Yeah, you know, I like me better with a beard too.
That's what everybody says. And last time I did shave my beard, Olivia, man, she got mad at me.
Yeah, my BFF Mandy got mad at me too. I look like a girl when I shave my beard. I do. Because everybody says it's my eyes. My eyes are very feminine because they're ice blue, but I don't know that eye color has to do with it. I think most people that recognize me as female knew me as female. But nonetheless, the beard has to stay because...
Well, don't have Kristin dye your beard to be all right.
Oh, I might because, I don't know, yours was on fleek for vampires and shit, dude. Like Billy Mays look-alike, you would have nailed it.
No, didn't we talk about earlier that it looked like
Wario?
Wario.
Yeah.
Mario.
Wario.
Oh,
The tall, skinny dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
You're Wario.
There you go.
Right. See, I had it right.
Yeah.
So we just have to figure out who we all are. See how much we evolve just like in a very short amount of time? We're realizing how many interesting things there are about us.
Yes.
So I know that there's more to you than goats. I just don't know what it is. So Joe, tell me what there is to Kristin besides goats. What do you know about your own sister? Y'all talk every day. So what do you know about her?
I don't know. Well, there's-
What's her tell for when she's like really, really stressed besides cleaning? What's a way that you can tell without her doing anything?
the F-bomb's flying.
Language. Oh, that's me too. Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right, so you like the F-bomb when you're mad? Is that your go-to word? So that's
Bad
like
or
the
shit.
worst.
I'd have been a millionaire mate, if I would have counted how many times she would F-bomb it.
Okay, so that is like the critical mass word then, right? So if everything is just off the chart, you're imbalanced totally, you have no emotional control, you're going to say the F word. Is there any word that's equivalent?
Shit.
So just shit?
Just shithead. Shit.
Okay, so that means as much as the F word? Or no?
No.
Okay, so
It's
that...
either the F-bomb or I'm tired of this shit.
There you go.
There it
Okay,
is.
so it's the phrase, I'm tired of this shit.
Yep.
So it all means stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
So imagine yourself, what'd you do to him?
No,
What'd you do?
He biting me.
Well, let him bite you.
Hey,
He's
you wanna
in
bite
charge.
Oh, no, pop.
Don't. That would scare him to pieces.
It's
Okay.
alright. He got scared getting in the truck.
If y'all are listening to this, y'all need to just actually view it because he's the cutest thing you've ever seen. And your Coke bottle is impeding him. I don't care if it covers Joe.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you
It
go.
looks like you're drinking it or hiding behind it.
There you
I
go.
wish that was your figure, Joe. Then I'd ask you to be a brother husband.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's another
I
thing.
got a long way to go before I look like that.
Hey, so look, it's funny that that's what you comment on is your figure, not that I just said brother husband. Joe's like, whatever, he's going to say some shit. I know he's going to say something. I'll
Brothers
just
from another
focus
mother.
on the bottle. Let me just focus on this. We're taking Quentin to Utah to check out the school he wants to go to. So we're taking him on, I think, the 8th of April. So we're going to be gone like the 8th through the 10th or something like that. And people have literally asked me when I've told people that we're going to Utah, they're like, are y'all going to go find a sister wife? And I was like, first of all, why would we go to Utah just to find a sister wife? They're actually everywhere. They just happen to be more in Utah.
So what's he going to Utah for?
Computer stuff. Nerd stuff. He's going to the big nerdery there in Salt Lake.
Huh.
So that's what he wants to do. But
So how did he choose that college?
don't know.
Don't
It
know.
came in the mail, and he researched colleges and stuff like that. I'm so out of the loop right now. I just live here, dude.
I'm surprised he didn't check out like SIUE or something.
You know, I tried. And this is just him going to look at what college life looks like.
Yeah.
So, which one of y'all, did y'all both go to college?
I think I went for maybe about 3 semesters.
Where'd you go?
Me?
Yeah, where'd you go?
I think it was Swick back then.
Okay. What about you?
I went for 2 years to Swick.
Okay. And you got your degree in CNA?
CNA.
And you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
You were like done?
Yep.
What were you going for?
Horticulture management.
Oh, wow. You and my dad could talk for days.
I just got tired. I'm a person, I get,
You're a doer, not a thinker?
right, and I just get tired of people telling me, like, you know what? And that's basically how I got myself in business. I just went and taught myself.
And sometimes that's what you got to do. It's a leap of faith for yourself. So you need to teach your sister that. Because, see, she needs to learn that, the leap of faith for yourself. That's the wisdom that your brother has on you. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
He has a little bit of wisdom on you, not much.
Not much. It's very little.
Yeah, but Joe and I have talked about how he feels like he is more responsible sometimes than you because he's older, because he's wiser. You feel that you're more responsible than him in some ways too, because you're younger and you're a girl. And see, the reason why I know this is because I've talked to you both separately, but it's my own experience too, because I've been on both sides of the coin. I've been a brother and a sister. So, you know,
she's got more strong points, couple strong points more than me.
What do you mean?
Well, like Kristin, you know, she I would say maybe it's like money management. You know, she really watches her money and stuff.
Okay.
You know, like for me, you know, I just I make sure my bills are taken care of and whatever's left, you know.
That's a typical habit whenever we play gender roles. And what that means is, Joe, you've let your wife take care of it because she wants to take care of it because she's an independent woman. And that's from her own experience. And it worked well for you as someone who in your life might need a little bit of that, a little bit more structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that way, you can each say, I need more structure. And you're like, or she's like, you know, I need somebody to take care of. Does that make your relationship wrong?
No.
No. Does it make you wrong for not being more responsible with money?
Not really. I mean, it's just who I am. I mean, that's...
Does it hurt you or anyone else?
No.
Then it's your choice.
Right.
You can live how you want to live as long as you're not hurting you or anyone else, right?
As long as everybody else is taken care of before.
Right, as long as the food, the shelter, the clothes are all there, that's your money to do whatever the hell you want with.
Yep.
And if Karen approves of that, if she's the breadwinner and she says you can spend it how you want, nobody can tell you otherwise.
Yep.
However, you
right,
feel...
Kristin?
Wait,
Right.
Hold on. She feels differently because I want her view. Because kind of both of them are right. So, Kristin, give me your view. What do you feel... What do you feel like he needs to be more responsible in on that money aspect? Because you and I talked about money before too.
Right.
So-
Because actually, you told me that.
Told who
maybe
what?
about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
About
Okay.
about putting money down in the car.
No, saving money for a rainy day.
Okay. So that, Kristin, why do you feel like people should save money? Because your point's valid, so I want it to be heard. You feel like it's not YOLO. You don't only live once. You need to save some money for a rainy day.
Right.
That's a good idea. I want to point out that need is survival. And when you say I need this versus I want this, need means if I don't get this, I won't live. It means that you feel that way, whether it's true or not. Some people say, if I don't get that brand new car, I'm going to die. I need that car. You've heard people say that. I know everybody's heard it. I need that. Unless it's food, shelter, or belonging, then you don't need it to survive. Thrive is when you say, I want this. I'm going to make a goal to obtain this. That's thriving. So that's what you're talking about. But Joe didn't use the word need. He didn't say, I need these things. He wants those things. Right. So he has a low standard of living. He says, I'm happy as long as my bills are paid and I have hobbies to tinker with. Right, Joe?
Yep.
But you are happy if you have money in the bank for a rainy day. Right? So which one of y'all is more right? I want Kristin to answer, Joe. So let's see. Which one of you is more right, Kristin?
I'd say we're almost both right because, I mean, he has his way and then I have my way.
So are either one of y'all wrong for choosing that route?
No.
No.
Can we forgive each other for judgments that we have?
We never had judgments, really.
I'm saying in general, can we forgive each
Oh,
other
yeah.
for judgment?
I was getting confused
because,
on that.
Yeah.
well, because y'all are siblings, right?
All right.
Yeah.
And so family comes first. And Joe, we've had that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Where family comes before anything. Do you feel like you're obligated to not be offended by stuff that Joe says to you? If Joe said something calling you goat herder.
That doesn't offend me.
Right, it doesn't.
No.
Because you can own it. You own that title, right?
Right.
You're like, that does fit me. I'm an interesting goat herder. So I will claim that title. What if he was using it in the way that it was disgusting? Like if he had the mindset, if y'all had the mindset growing up that goat herders were less than desirable, that they were the bottom of the barrel, and he went around calling you goat herder, you would probably be more inclined to feel like he is being an ass, right?
Right.
So you wouldn't want to claim it then if you had a negative idea about it.
Right.
You know what one word I hate? Breeder. I hate that word breeder. And because in my mind, a breeder is anybody who has more of than they deserve. And when I mean breeder, I mean like a person, or a person who would put it on an animal. Because you can be an animal breeder or you can be a human breeder. Either way, breeder just to me means that that's your only potential. You don't see anything outside of it. Like the Duggars. That's a lot of kids.
Was it 21? Is that what they're up to?
That's a baby factory.
Yeah, but people have that term that they use in a derogatory way, calling people who have more than one kid breeders. Typically, those people that call them breeders are people who can't have kids or don't have a lot of kids. Right?
Right.
Okay, my sister didn't have kids and she used the word breeder all the time. In my mind, breeder is someone who only cares about their ego. And so it was offensive when my sister would call me a breeder. However, for her, if you take away how she felt, because she was putting her feeling into it, if you take that away and you say she was meaning it in its simplest term that I had kids and she didn't, it stops being personal, right? Mm-hmm. I take the discrimination out of it.
Yeah. So,
Joe, what pisses you off when someone tells you that that's what you are? Or says, this is something that I believe about you. Because you own the fact that you don't give a crap if you can spell. You tell me that all the time. And you can't spell, brother. You cannot. Like, you spell worse than I spell, and I am a crappy speller.
Oh, boy, here we go again.
So, what offends you if somebody points it out? I want to hear it. I want you
it doesn't really... It really doesn't piss me off. I just ignore it. It goes in one ear and out the other.
But isn't there something, though, that affects you deeper?
No, I don't think so.
No. It took you a while to get there, though, didn't it? Because that's not who you used to be. Because you used to get into arguments and fights and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
You were a scrapper.
Right.
So what was the thing that got you then, if people said?
Oh, it's like when they just keep pushing my buttons. I mean, it could be,
That one.
back then it could almost been anything.
But those buttons were all lit up all the time, right?
Not all
Back
the time.
then.
It would get to that point, you know. I mean, if they wouldn't, like, back off or something like that, the bar just gets higher and all hell's going to break loose.
The reason I ask you that is because sometimes you think that your sister is dramatic. And your sister sometimes thinks that you're dramatic. And that's a fact because it happens in every family. So I'm asking you first what you get bent out of shape about because I'm about to ask your sister.
This will be interesting. Ask her. Get my bar raised.
So, is there anything that you can think of right now, off the top of your head, that if she says it's going to push your button? Because I want to talk about that. I want to see if the language is the same.
It's going to get interesting.
Okay, well, we're all going to get more mature, aren't we? And we have a goat here. When else can we, just throw a goat in?
I don't know, if you ever put some earplugs in the goat, you might not be able to hear it.
So the best, you can't hit anyone with a goat. That's my point.
But he knows how to charge.
See, there you go. So seriously, how does she push your buttons? What pushes them?
I don't know. I'm waiting on Kristin.
Kristin, you
I know
go
one.
first.
I know one example.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
You be gentle.
I know sometimes when I talk to him about his collection downstairs of his Marios.
Right.
What do you mean talk to him about? That's the first thing. Define that.
There ain't that much.
Hold on. You just listen.
So he
And
texted,
it's cute. She hasn't seen the rest of this house. But go ahead. Go ahead and talk. You're cute.
I'm kind of scared now.
Okay. So how do you talk to him about his collection? What do you say?
So he sends me a picture. Oh, look what I found. I go, another one?
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one. What was it? Mario? No. Donkey Kong.
Right.
Yeah, when he went to Target, you got Donkey Kong. I was like, you got another one? He goes, yep. And then he sends me a picture. I go, oh, jeez.
So what do you collect?
Penguins.
Okay, Joe, do you ever talk to her about another penguin?
Nope.
Do you ever share your penguins?
What do you mean by share?
Do you ever send him pictures of ones you've gotten?
Uh-uh.
Why would
Because
you?
he comes over to see.
So you show him though.
Yeah, I show
You
him.
show him. Joe, do you
Dude,
ever
you are
say, "Oh,
hot."
another one"?
Nope. That has never come out of my mouth.
And do
No,
you
it
know
hasn't.
why?
Because
Because he has his own collection.
Yeah.
So he doesn't judge. So why do you judge Mario? Is it because of what it is?
No, I love Mario.
Okay.
Maybe
Is
it's
it
more
the
of like a
money
jealous.
thing?
No, it's more of a jealousy thing.
It's
be honest.
more, I would say it's more
Oh.
Mario than my Rockets because I hear more about my Rockets than anything.
Okay, she said she was jealous, so let's talk about that because
Oh,
that is
Lord.
it's something that she should be able to talk about, you know.
Go for it.
So you're a little bit jealous about what? That he can just frivolously spend money? Because I think that that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm
Responsible.
I'm not a tight end on money, but
Yeah, you are. You're responsible. That's how you view it. That's how you view it. You want to
You're
save
responsible.
money.
I'm not. I can care less.
And do you not see that? You're more anxiety, he's more depression.
Okay, dude, you're hot.
So
Over there,
what
get
makes...
Brando.
Come here. Come here, baby.
He is hot.
Oh, hi, honey. Come here, yo. Come here. Oh, should we talk? So
It's
what makes one better? So tell me, why would you be more right than him? Why could you have a collection of stuff and he couldn't? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it's the collection.
Right, it's spending.
I
It's
think
spending
I
on
think
stuff.
it's the amount of the collection.
So what it is it's the fact that you can have irresponsibility and she feels too responsible. And her and I talked about why she feels responsible for you.
Unloosen the belt a little bit.
So, Kristin, why do you feel responsible for him?
Say I did it again.
Before, right when Dad was in the hospital, last thing he told me was to make sure you're taken care of.
And she has been carrying that around. And that really does affect, especially women, when their father gives them a responsibility. It affects them to the core. And she has carried that around and felt the burden of making sure that you didn't end up with nothing.
I ain't with nothing. I just.
If Karen weren't with you, what would happen, Joe? Would you be able to be responsible enough to take care of your financial needs?
Oh yeah.
More than survival. Because see, family looks for us to thrive.
Yeah, I would have to. Right, I would know that if I didn't have Karen or something like that, I would know that there's no way I could do it.
Okay, so that's the difference. Does that make you feel a little bit better, Kristin, to know that he knows his limits and he knows that if Karen's willing to support it, then he has it.
Well,
Yeah.
see, it's actually Karen's fault that Mario got started, right, Karen?
Nah, tattling. But either way, so it's something that she likes to see you collect too. But I think look, you want mommy? Okay, he's not gonna hurt anything.
Oh, he might want Joe. I don't know.
Joe, oh no, he just wanted mommy. Forget it. Oh, you'll live. So how about we talk about that's one of your big collections, is goats.
I want to.
And Joe clearly has an opinion, not necessarily a bad opinion, but he has one because he calls you goat herder. So, Joe, how do you feel about her collecting goats?
I think it's fine. I don't.
But you told me why you felt like she collected goats. Say it.
That was because of Dad.
Because of what memory?
Because Dad's always liked goats. Because every time we would go down, even when Kristin was little, we would go down like to the zoo or Grant's farm, and we would always end up at the goats. Then Dad would be there, 15, 20 minutes. He would be sitting there petting the goats and, sitting on the bench and enjoying his time with them.
Kristin said she doesn't remember that.
Oh man, I got pictures.
So you see,
Well, he sent me a picture. What was that?
That was me and you. And, Dad wasn't in the picture. That was at Grant's farm, where I was standing beside you and you were right there in front of me petting a goat, and actually Dad was behind me.
Yeah, but he sent me a picture.
So do you?
Week or so ago, and I couldn't remember that.
Okay, so you have no memory of that,
Mm-mm.
but do you remember seeing the pictures growing up? Has Joe ever talked to you about the pictures before?
Yeah.
And so have you shared the memories of your dad liking goats before, the stories?
Yeah, because actually I did that when we were cleaning out the concrete room.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, and
So,
there was the,
all right. So, Kristin, do you ever remember hearing the family share about goats or any of that?
not before the goats. I don't
No.
remember.
Okay. So, see, it simply could be just the fact that she feels a natural draw, to goats. But the hoarding the goats, if you have a reason to be doing it, you said that you do what with the goats? Do you auction them? Why do you have the goats?
It's breed to sell.
Okay, so it's breed to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because you make it your business,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you choose to do, it would be like if Joe decided to open up a comic book store and sell, his Mario stuff, right? You understand? So if he were selling his rockets, would it make more sense to you?
Yeah, because that's something he likes to do.
Okay, so he would be making a hobby into his business. Oh, is that why you got weird when I said breeders? That's one of those words for me?
Kind of.
Okay, I don't mean breeders like that.
Yeah,
I mean the derogatory term, not the actual term.
Yeah, he's
When
getting good.
when you take a real world word and put derogatory notions on it's what I meant. There's nothing wrong with what you do.
Set him down and walk around. You
Yeah,
get hurt.
he's not gonna hurt anything.
He's
I
really,
mean,
really
I have
fast.
4 children and a dad.
We go find.
Buddy?
Oh no! I have that robot's on him.
No, it's not.
He goes riding on him.
So whenever you look at what each other spend money on, what do you think is frivolous? Joe, what does she spend money on that's frivolous?
That's what?
That's frivolous.
What the hell does that mean in English?
Over the line. So frivolous means
I buy
kinda-
too much of.
Yeah, or carefree. She just
I don't think it's really anything because she doesn't really spend as much money as I do.
well, of course. But now you see, Joe's viewing you as a tightwad. Are you a tightwad or are you cautious?
I'm a tightwad, and I'm cautious. I'm both
Why? Tell me why.
because if something happens, money's set back. And
For what? Don't vape. Okay, for what? What do you need? Why do you anticipate the worst?
I just do.
Okay, so you live your life anticipating the worst, which is why you have anxiety. That's where I'm going with that.
Right.
So you're always anticipating, what if this happens? What if that happens?
We were basically raised to
Prepare for disaster.
right. You know, just to have money for a rainy day.
It's good to have savings, but it's better
that's-
to allot the savings.
Well, right. That's with rainy days, having the savings account, saving money just in case.
Well,
know.
having a savings account's great. You should always have at least 3 months' salary saved. That's
sure.
that's I know, me too. I mean, look at the house we live in, right? So it's always taking money. But if you have 3 months' salary saved up, that's one of those things. But you also have insurance. We pay for insurance for our car, for our life, for our vehicles, right? So we have insurance. That's the just in case money.
Damn, I would get Mario insurance.
You do. You can.
I know.
So you see what I'm saying. So
Right.
the more adult decision would be to not save and sock away in a savings account and wait for the rainy day, wait for something bad to happen. What would be good is for you to educate yourself on the bad things that could happen realistically and say, if I have a tree that's getting ready to fall on my house, I should probably spend money on getting the tree taken down, right?
Right.
Okay. If you say, I have a hot water heater or a water heater that is, I hate it when I do that. I have a water heater that's about to go out because it's 5 years old. 5 years old is not about to go out, but you're anticipating something that's going to happen. So get homeowners insurance. You don't need to put money away for a water heater. You need to have that water heater that you have in that closet under some sort of protection, right?
So you're talking about like some home warranty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've always had one, and
Uh-huh.
we've always been covered. It depends on the company, and that's where the research comes from.
Oh, right.
We've used American Home Shield for years, and we've always had things taken care of. I've had 6 refrigerators and never paid a dime. As a matter of fact, I got paid because the food spoilage, so I got paid each time.
Yeah.
So it does pay to have insurance, but it pays to look at the insurance.
Right. Because I
But
don't
sometimes you don't have no choice
Like what?
on homeowners insurance, not homeowners, home warranty.
Right, on home warranty you don't always, but you can also get homeowners insurance too to fill in whatever you need to. It depends on if, like, some people can't get flood insurance. That's a whole nother thing. Then you're probably going to want to save money or move the hell out of the flood zone. That's my point.
That'd be common sense.
Right, but you can choose, but not everybody does.
Right.
Right.
That's the thing. That's why you have to make a mature decision and say, if I have goats, if I became a vet, that would be an investment because I would make money and save money at the same time. Something to do. Hi, buddy. Come here. Hi, buddy. Oh, I love goats. You're going to make me a goat herder. I want 10 right now. I do. I would totally take one today. I really would.
Have the
Oh,
city,
he's gonna look
you would
like
have the
that
city of
Come here,
Highland
baby.
knocking on your door.
I
next.
know. Hi,
Yeah.
buddy. I scared him.
But it's funny when you scare him.
It is.
Wait till he hacks up at you.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
He's like, what was that?
So, You get what I'm saying about that. So, Joe, do you feel like you want to save any money towards anything? Towards a vacation, maybe with the McReynolds family?
I don't know. That one's going to be a hard decision.
What if you sold a few of your rockets?
There ain't no way in hell.
Okay. Now, Kristin,
There ain't no way.
right. So, Kristin, can you sell goats?
Yeah.
But could you sell him? Could you sell Jackson?
No.
Because he's a pet. He's not a goat.
Right.
I mean, he's a goat, but he's a
But
pet.
we try to keep our bottle babies.
Right. Okay. So, do you see the big difference? Joe, you have sentimental attachment to Mario because Karen's involved.
Well, that and also it's a childhood thing.
Right. So, you're stuck there.
Right.
Okay. You, Kristin, you have no actual attachments to the goat. It's more you're doing what you love and getting paid for it.
Right.
Right? So, Joe, do you see the difference? Why she has a judgment on you for that and why you don't, you feel like you're responsible in some aspects, but she's more adult in others?
Right.
You understand that, right? Yeah. Okay. You want to spend more freely, so quit getting so many goats. Start using the money that you get from the goats to invest in not more goats and become a vet. And then spend all your time loving everybody else's pet. Right?
Right.
That's what you could do to balance. I'm not actually telling you to do any of that. I'm just saying that that's one of those suggestions. You can shove all that crap away if you
Oh,
need.
you're fine.
Oh, it's the
That
goat.
Oh, it was just the goat.
Hi, buddy. You're my friend, not Joe's. Leave Joe alone and come over here. Maybe if I had food, he would.
He
There's
likes
plenty-
he likes goldfish.
Doesn't he like everything? He's a goat.
No.
Really? Is he picky? My goats weren't.
He's picky.
Well, we should have named it Goobers.
That's right. Come here, babies.
Goobers.
He's picky, so tell me, what does a goat eat? Well, not tell me. Tell the listeners, what does a goat eat if they're
They-
unfamiliar?
They eat grain, hay. They can be grass fed.
And what does Jackson eat besides goldfish?
What kind of snacks going to have?
He likes Dorito chips.
Cool Ranch or
Cool-
nacho cheese?
He likes Cool Ranch for
Yes.
some odd reason.
Because
got into my
MSG,
bag.
it's delicious.
He got into my bag yesterday and was eating Doritos.
Hmm.
I was like, oh,
This
okay.
is what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Goats like French fries. Does he like French fries?
I've not tried French fries.
What? That's like Goat's favorite thing. Yeah. French fries, Whataburger French fries are always good. Oh, it's okay. He's not going to hurt any of that. He can chew on it. He can chew on this if he wants.
You find something on the floor to snack on.
Oh, that could be anything. It won't be bad. It might be weed, though. He might
Look like
get
a bat wing.
You're not even playing like that. Nope. Mm-mm. Okay, so Joe, my dad came in right
didn't
after
hear
I
me?
texted you. I'm ignoring. I heard you. I am not listening. So after I texted you that I heard a bat in here, my dad comes to the door and he says that he just read an article about they have bats testing positive. You better stop it.
Hear 'em?
You know I can see that.
Right.
You need
I'm
to
waking them
stop
up.
it. Mm-mm.
They're in
Quit
there.
it. Stop, Joe. I'll get that hammer and hit you with it. That's what it's there for. You see it? It's really loud, too.
Oh!
Oh, God.
Oh.
Why did I knew better.
I
And-
told you my head was
Yeah,
hollow.
and see, and the listeners have no idea what it looks like.
My
We
head's
got,
hollow.
we got that in Germany. But doesn't it look like
I
a
don't know.
cartoon?
That could be used for. I better put that back. That could be used for something else, man.
What were we even... It's not. What were we even talking about? What were we
It's got a
talking about?
Germex or something there.
It's almost gone because of that. No,
Oh,
Jesus.
God. Well, no wonder you got coconut cream up my mind.
I do.
Oh,
I have
God,
a
it's
lot.
time to-
It's
it's
right
time
next.
to leave.
And look, even some there.
Oh,
So-
Lord. It's time to leave.
He might get weed off the floor. I hope not.
Poor
I try
turtle.
not to drop any of it. But
Well, he knows how to drink out of straws now.
that's weird
That's dangerous.
and weird. So now he'll just remind me not to get my drink down there and get him near it. I don't even drink after my children.
Got a
I
goat that
refuse to
can
drink
suck.
after my kids.
Well, they have to suck on the nipple, get the milk.
There you go.
Do y'all drink after your kids?
No.
Have you ever?
Once. And no, the backwash, I can't do it.
Okay, so true story. I used to be that awful person who would rush off and be drinking a bottle of water and then throw it in the floorboard and just keep going, right? Maybe with a little bit in there. Well, one day the kids were in the car and someone was needing a drink, so I just reached down. I give them the water bottle, and Nick stays in there however long.
Oh my God.
So I had gone somewhere, and we were gone for a long time, and I was dying of thirst. And I reached down. I had a water bottle that I had already brought, but I didn't know that there was another one in the floorboard that I had thrown down there. And I grabbed it, and I took a big drink, and it was like drinking aloe vera juice. Have y'all done that? If you've never drank aloe vera juice, don't. It's horrible because it's like slimy. It's just like when you break open aloe vera, right? And you squeeze out the juice. It's just like that. So imagine drinking that. So it was this nasty, sludgy water, and I hold it up like this. I held it up like this, and the whole bottom of it was just full of goldfish debris and whatever the kids were. Yeah. So I about died. That was like, I didn't think I was going to make it. I really didn't. Like, I thought I was a goner at that point. But I'm paranoid, so.
Well, it's not as bad as when you put cigarette butts in a soda can. And then not realize it's where you're putting your butts at, and then you take a drink and you about throw up everywhere.
Nothing's worse than bong water. So, yeah, y'all are, no. Whenever you get that backwash of bong water occasionally, that's the worst thing in the free world. So, nothing worse than that. But it did make me super, super freaked out about ever drinking after the kids or having anything to do with anything they've touched. And Oliver will just eat chips out of the bag. I will never eat after Oliver. Because he's just all up in the bag. Right. We just want to take it and make a feed bag out of it for him and just stick it on there. He's a chip-eating kid. Where'd he go?
Put it on your feet.
Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. Okay, so I didn't ever hear anything that super triggers you. I know there's something.
Just people being stupid that think that you're stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like what? What does that mean? I need to hear what that means.
Just people giving you the wrong answers when you know that they're giving you
criticism. Is that what you mean? If somebody's like clearly saying you're doing something wrong, they have a different opinion?
It would be just like that. I had a problem with my order that I made at Best Buy.
Okay.
And it was for the PlayStation 4. Then I got a ding from Best Buy that they canceled my order because they couldn't verify my information.
Oh.
So then I get on the phone and talk to this, I don't know where the hell she was from. I could hear roosters in the background.
So she's probably at home.
She was somewhere, but then I kept on explaining to the lady that I did not cancel this order. Best Buy did. I even have the text.
Okay.
And repeat after repeat after repeat. Sir, you're the one that canceled the order. So I'm sitting there trying to explain to her that it was not me. It was on Best Buy. And it just got me very irritated because I was in the right.
So in that situation, could you have hung up the phone and called Best Buy?
Well, I was on the customer service line of Best Buy.
Okay. So could you have called the store that you went to? I think is what I was meaning. Like
no,
the store receipt?
They would have told you to call customer service.
Okay. So then it's a poor mark on Best Buy's customer service.
Right. But she kept on saying I was in the wrong because I did it. I did not do it. I explained to her that point, and I even read the text message to her. And she said, well, that ain't how it worked or something like that because you're the one that did it.
So how did you finally get through to her that it wasn't you that canceled, or did you?
I didn't. I just basically got tired of her and hung up the phone.
So where are you at now with it?
It was, I just canceled the order was canceled, so I just left it canceled. I didn't pursue it.
Oh, okay. Well, did you find a better deal somewhere else?
I thought I did.
Oh, no.
So then I ordered one through Amazon. That came. Then we got it hooked up. Now I got it hooked up. Then it started getting hot and coming on the computer screen that PlayStation is getting hot. It needs to be turned off for a while.
Yeah, Beth has that problem. She has to leave the cabinet open.
Yeah. So basically, the fan in the PlayStation 4 wasn't working, so I had to send that back.
So maybe the universe is trying to pitch this idea of you should grow up.
Probably.
That's what it sounds like. What does it sound like to you, Kristin? If the universe keeps teaching you a lesson, don't you think you should listen?
No, I'm just going to fight back.
So you're just going to find another one?
Yep.
Do you think that that's what Kristin means then whenever she's worried about how you spend money? Is it maybe it's what you spend the money on?
Probably
it's
what
like
I spend the money on, but that's...
If it was stuff that was making you money, she would understand it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just who I am.
Right.
I've always been like that.
So would you ever...
I was waiting for it. Were you playing with those waddles?
Guru Brando
no,
just got
I didn't
baptized.
know that I was. If I was, I'm sorry if I was touching your waddles.
You just got baptized by a goat.
I did. It's not the first time. Oh my gosh. That was my childhood, getting baptized by the goats. I just annoyed them all the time. You know, I'm like this all the time with everything in your business. Y'all know that. So, Joe, she brought some of her work because, you know, she's my client. And so she is actually a Sacred Groves member, and she's been working very hard. Have you noticed any changes in your sister?
I could also notice it when I'm FaceTiming her.
Damn it.
Some days she's up, and some days to me, she's right on the level on how her communication is.
Yeah,
working.
we talk about her communicating with her daughter and stuff like that. And, she's working on figuring out that she's not your mom. She's herself, just like you're trying to also work on you're not your dad, that you're yourself. And so in doing so, you have to realize what it is that you like. So you explore who you are. You know you like rockets. You know you like playing games. She knows she likes goats. But beyond that, if you took that stuff away, who are you? What do you like to do?
I would actually be a nobody.
You say that. You can't just identify with your hobby. I'm sorry. You can't just identify with your hobbies and stuff.
I wouldn't know exactly who I'd be because that's who I was
Grown up.
Yeah. What have you noticed about your sister besides the communication? Do you think that she's doing things that she wouldn't normally do? Is she participating more in things?
I would not know.
You wouldn't? She's here today. Do you think that normally your sister would let somebody record her?
Maybe it depends on the situation.
Do you think that this was uncomfortable for her?
No.
No?
No,
Well, do you want
to...
Let me tell you a reason why it wasn't uncomfortable for her.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap. There we go again.
Okay.
Round 3.
So, Joe, we're assholes because this is what...
At least you spoke the truth.
Because this is what we did. This is what we did. She actually came in this morning and we recorded a podcast that I'm going to post on Wednesday. So this was all staged.
What
so
the
like
hell?
I'm not even
I told you!
I'm not even posting. Please don't die on camera. So I'm not even posting this podcast. I'm posting hers. So this is an April Fool's. This is a special podcast for April Fool's Day.
Y'all can kiss my wild
So this podcast is going to be posted on April Fool's Day because
you guys
we
took
just
me
got
out of
your
my
ass.
shit that I needed to do to play.
Oh my God! I know this was so epic. It was like the
You
greatest thing.
assholes.
We got him. Oh, he wants his mommy now. He's like, y'all are too
Fuck
loud.
that goat.
So we got you. So she actually, whenever you texted me that you were
I
going to come
figured
over
something
early,
was up because she was at my mom's earlier. I was like, what the hell is she doing in Highland?
but you didn't think the guru would get involved, and I did. I totally snowed you. So you know this
So
means.
fuck it, I can go home now.
You wish. So that means that you and I have to plan to get your sister back.
Yeah, right. Good luck on that.
Oh, I've already got it. I
Oh,
already know what's going to happen. So we're going to get working on that. And then maybe this summer she'll get it. Maybe it'll be at the end of the year.
Oh,
But
goddamn.
I'm in it for the long game. So we're going to get her long game. So just be concerned.
I ain't gonna trust any of you cocksuckers.
That's old me, Joe. That's old me. I'm a much more adjusted asshole now. So that just means that I won't be as evil.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that it's
I brought
funny
you a
as
damn
crap.
soda, you asshole.
You did, I know. I almost felt like shit for a second,
You
but
should.
then I was
you
like,
should.
no.
44 ounces of shit.
I know, it's so good too. It's like the best one. Oh, that's so awesome. But at least we have this content because, and here's the big kicker. Joe, get ready for it. Look straight at the camera so they'll have your reaction when I tell you this. You too, Kristin, right there. Okay, so the prank that Kristin and I just pulled was we told Joe that the podcast that was airing tomorrow was going to be today and he had to come meet and so we could all do this together with the goat. But in reality, she came this morning. We recorded a podcast that I'm posting on Wednesday, and Joe's, the one we just did, will be posting on April Fool's. Okay, so here we go. When Kristin and I recorded, I did not have my music on. Well, I had it on, but I had my speaker turned off. Never before has this happened, but whenever I went to play back our recording, in the background is the music, and it's loud. You can barely hear our voices. And
Good.
so, I know. And so, in listening to it, Beth came in and she heard it, and she's like, "Oh, look, you got April Fool's joked on by the universe." And it's like, it does kind of figure. We did have some good stuff, and I'm going to try to salvage what I can. But
I hope it don't work.
I knew you were going to say that. So, Joe, we might have gotten pranked by the universe and you anyway. But I'm hoping to salvage it. If not, the one that comes out on Wednesday, our voices are going to be quiet and this music's going to be loud. But I'll try to work it out. But this one was pretty good, especially that last part, where you got owned by us.
Lovely.
You got to admit it was pretty good. So it was difficult for me to keep asking you if that was her whenever she pulled up because I knew that she drove a truck. Because we even went as far as to make sure that she parked in back so you didn't accidentally drive by and see her here.
Whatever.
But
Freaking circus of the clown.
Okay, so I already am paranoid. I know what this shit means. The Hesses are about to kick my ass at something.
If you don't see Guru Brando in about 2 days, there'll be a hole dug out here with a shovel. I'll bury his ass.
Seriously, I can see it now. It's just you and Beth doing the podcast all of a sudden, and people are like, wait a minute, did Brandon transition again or something? What's going on?
Here comes the new bearded charmer.
Yeah, right. Oh, so you're trying to bump me off and take my place. That's what it is. Kristin, was this as bad as you thought it would be with Joe?
no.
We didn't really talk about anything too heavy because y'all are going to be back together on the show again, right?
Oh, no, we're not. I ain't trusting none of you.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yep. Because it's good to have brother and sister on, especially the age gap that y'all are. What's the age gap?
18 years?
18 years. That's a tough one. But she did say earlier that you have assumed the father role for her. Do you feel like you are that responsible?
Not no more, I'm not.
This was really so great. Oh, had no idea. It was so awesome. I've never done anything like that before in my life that went as well.
Great. I've been all that nice to you, and you just made a fool of my
Yeah,
ass.
a fool, an April Fool.
Yeah. Play me the fool.
It was a good one. You pity the fool.
There
I
you
pity
go.
the fool
That
now.
was B.A. Baracus.
Yes. Oh, see, we are brothers from another mother.
I'm gonna have to
It
think
wasn't-
about that too.
Okay, so maybe your mom's not as evil as mine was. How about that? We're brothers from a different mother, so at least, we've got something good going for us. You have an evil streak, too, so shut up.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I'm thinking about planting your ass someplace.
Yeah, you know what he's going to do? He's going to spit in the soda next time, so I'm not ever going to let him bring me another soda.
I'm going to go get a damn bat and release it in his
Oh, my
house.
God, stop with the bats. I can't. Okay, so Dad came in and told me that there's rabid bats.
Oh, yeah.
So, shut up. Okay. Nope. So we need to just make a bat house and put it out there. Don't you think we need a bat house, buddy?
And I'm not going to get on the subject, though, but when we used to live over 13th Street, okay,
Uh-huh.
we had 2 bats that were
Like
living on
residents, your pets?
No, they were kind of sleeping on the side of the house, okay? Well, the next day that we went out there, they were dead. So then we called Humane Society up, and they came out, picked them up, and tested them. And they were full-blown rabies.
You better be April fooling me.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, you effectively killed the podcast because I'm now a paranoid mess. Good job, Joe. I'm
I'm just telling you, the truth is that Highland does have rabid bats.
Okay, I am going to be putting myself in a bubble now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hate you now.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so you got me back.
Cool. I love it.
Damn it. You are Wario. God, you need to twist your beard up. Doesn't he have the weird twisty beard?
Mm-hmm.
You know, one year Oliver was Wario. If you go through Best Facebook picture, you'll see him dressed up like all different kinds of characters. Sometimes he's Master Chief, sometimes it's Mario, Luigi, Wario, whoever. Oh, he was an officer of the law, and now he's a ventriloquist. So he's got it going on. I'm a Dudist priest.
Well, I can go home now and play my Mario game.
Oh, he's going to sulk. You see that? He's going to start some shit with us, Kristin. This was her idea, by the way.
Well, that's good to know.
It was. It was
All right.
all her idea. Oh, don't even play. You know it was your idea. You know it was. She had all the shit planned out. I just went along with it because it was awesome. Oh, I do want to gig her on something. Excuse me. It's that soda. You did something to it. Okay, so
Good, you
I'm
feeling kind of funny?
He's going to take advantage of me.
Shit.
Yeah, we all know I would just be willing.
Oh, God.
So your tongue ring.
Oh my goodness
Okay,
gracious.
first I have a funny story. Beth and I both had our tongues pierced.
Oh yeah.
So now I have this permanent scar under my tongue. Beth and I had to take them out because we were kissing and they got stuck together, and we had our tongues were hanging out. We're trying to get them undone. Everything was very uncomfortable.
You guys
and
got
ridiculous.
tongue-tied.
We did. It was funny. But so we both had our tongues pierced. How long have you had yours pierced?
Since I was 19.
Oh my God. So for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So what would it be without it?
It'd be weird.
Why do you like it?
Because
Because it's
something
interesting.
it's something if you don't can.
Jeremy likes it, that's why.
Told on. Okay, so look. Let's just say this. Without going too far. Okay, I'm over that. They're going to kill each other in my office. This is a no combat zone. Only good vibes here. So it's an interesting
I wonder why he's
thing.
got the beard.
I'm all right. So, look, it's an interesting... Damn, this just took a whole nother turn, didn't it? Like it usually does with... Oh, okay. The viewers aren't even going to... the listeners aren't even going to know what's going on. This tongue ring thing. So, why did you get it to begin with? Just because it was cool?
Yeah, it was a cool thing in school.
Yeah. So now why do you keep it?
Because if I take it out, it feels like I'm missing something.
Yeah, you got used to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got used to something that is interesting to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you had to take it out, you could. It's not a big deal, but you're always going to have a hole in your tongue like I do.
Jeremy wouldn't be happy.
Jeremy would not.
Oh, you're chewing
it's
on
okay.
the pillow.
It's okay. That's why I said you could use that one. That one's okay. He wants to chew on it. And now I have goat germs. I could get the goat DNA later if I wanted to. Stop being uncomfortable. Just put it down. Just put the damn cup in the trash, Joe. I have trash right here.
Maybe I want
Do
to
you
save
need
my
it?
cup.
Oh, I saved those. Those are like my sippy cups. You see that I have. Oh no, I took
Yeah,
it in
you
there.
need a
I have a
sippy
new
cup.
sippy cup now. So this is so cool. Look at that, y'all. It says Guru Brando. Cool stuff. I love it. You're very creative, and I like that. And I think that you should be a vet because I think you need to be.
Ooh.
Oh, is there boom boom?
No, your sniffer's going to be working.
Oh no. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap up then, guys. Tell everybody thank you. Tell them thank you for listening. Say it. Say it right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you jerk. Just like Alex. It's not. That's not even how you do it, Joe. You can't even do it right. You have to go. Thank you.
Joe, I truly hope this is the most epic prank ever, but I fear it isn't. I'm very sorry that I hurt you, and that you feel like retreating again. I did cross your boundaries by posting pics your sister sent. The others I got off Facebook, since they were public already. I did not take into consideration how you would feel. I don't see you as a client or member. I see you as my best friend and co-host, so it never occurred to me that it would really bother you because you are so light-spirited. I assumed that your sister wouldn't suggest anything that you couldn't handle. I would not ever embarrass you for the views. I really did think it was good to show pics like that. Everyone has pics like that and it's entertaining, even me. It would destroy me if you stopped being Joe and coming to see me or telling your story. I'm so sorry. I was wrong, and I will never betray your trust again. I should have known better than assume you would think it was funny. I love you, brother. I would work to build trust back up if you'll let me. I know you feel angry right now. Would you like me to scrap the podcast we did for today? I will remove the last episode and take out all the pics and such. I will just post Kristin stuff. I can do another podcast for today if I get started now. I will keep my distance until you feel I've earned a place. So sorry. As a professional, I should have known better. I wasn't thinking about your feelings. I suck right now.
Hello, viewers. My name is Joe. They also call me the Rocket Man. I guess you've seen the future podcast with the Guru Brando. That will no longer be appearing on the show. Well, today is April 1st, which means it's Fool's Day. April Fools. Joe, aka Rocket Man, will still be here doing introductions and appearing with the Guru Brando, my brother from another mother. We ain't going nowhere.
Joke's on you, brother. It was a joke. It was a joke. I got you. Hee hee hee.
Well, I guess I'll know how it feels to get bitch slapped and punched at the same time by a man and a woman. Enjoy your day, brother. Love ya. Ladies and gentlemen, you ever make progress in your life? Need help clarifying your goals? The help is here. Reach out to sgpathways.com for further information.